Hello. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm just making some chicken nuggets for my daughter. I get started a little later in the day these days. I have a 7-week-old little Bria, and Pep is 2.5 as of a couple of days ago, 2 days ago. And so we already had breakfast. We always do a simple breakfast, and so right now she had actually asked me for chicken nuggets. So I made her some chicken nuggets, while this oven was preheating, she helped me put them in the pan. We counted to 6. She only eats about 4, and whenever they're done, I'm always like, I want one, maybe 2. So, also that vacuum, I was putting back together the bucket. My husband actually washed it the day before, which was very nice of him. He actually cleaned the whole entire thing. I was gonna tell him that the filter, I think, needed cleaned because I was vacuuming, and the vacuum was just not quite suctioning as good as usual. And our vacuum is actually really cheap vacuum, and it suctions pretty good, really good, usually. Anyways, I was gonna tell him, but when I had taken my daughter swimming at my cousin's house and to the playground, he did it. And he cleaned the bucket too, which was very nice. It was so nice to have a clean vacuum. It's almost like new. But when I put the filter back in, it says like, put this side in first. But I was like, put it in first, which way? It was just confusing. So I don't know whether I did it right or not. Anyways, moving on. Kitchen. I'm just doing dishes. I had some really dirty pans I had been putting off. One of them was a giant egg pan. So gross. But that's the way life is. You put off the egg pans. I put it to soak last night, the night before, so. Anyways, I'm scrubbing the sink. I always scrub it after I do dishes because I bathe my 7-week-old in there. Before I bathe her, though, I always clean it even more than that with other things and get it all prepared. So here she's playing peekaboo with her, and Bria actually likes it. It's so cute. How she can make her smile. The chicken nuggets just got done. My little break with her was just playing peekaboo, and I nursed her, and then the chicken nuggets got done, so I got those ready for her to eat. Here's Peppy. She's saying cheese. Cheese. Anyways, that is some deer meat my cousin actually gave me. He had got a couple deer. I don't remember when he gave it to me, a few months ago. Or he had a couple deer in his freezer, so he needed to give some away. Well, I don't know if he needed to, but I offered to take some. He actually gave me some nice stuff, some burgers, some steaks, what else did he give me? Oh, some sausage, I think it's called summer sausage, and it has like pepper jack cheese in it and stuff. Anyways, I have something called parosmia, so a lot of meats, actually, for me, it's different for everybody, but they smell super bad. They all have the same bad smell. Hey, Pep. Pep just came in. So, I don't eat a lot of meat. I eat a little bit of chicken. It's getting a little better since I've had little baby Bria, but anyway, so, one of my cousins who also has parosmia and is pregnant, she said she was able to eat some venisons and deer meat, so I decided to try it. I just thought it out today. I'm probably going to cook it tonight and make some stuff when Bria and Pep are occupied so that I can have something to eat for lunch tomorrow. I don't know if Pep will eat it. The way I'm making it might be a little too spicy. Don't hit the keyboard, sweetie pie. Pep is here with me. She just joined me and she is trying to bang on my keyboard, which is one of her favorite things to do when I'm on the computer and she wants attention. I'll be done in just a couple minutes, okay, sweetie? Anyways, so more dishes. Dishes are never ending in this house. Dishes and laundry. So it's actually been a few hours since I made Pep lunch and I hadn't eaten anything but a bagel for breakfast, so I usually have been eating mushrooms. Mushrooms is something that's good to me. It's a good meat replacement. But I also found out I could eat pork as long as it wasn't smoked. So here I am making some sausage. Sausage and mushrooms is a great combo for anybody who wants to know.
Show, Mom.
Oh yeah, you want to watch a TV show?
Yeah.
Okay, go ask Daddy. Go ask Daddy, sweetie pie.
No, I want TV show. Oh, Mommy,
What was I saying? Oh my gosh, when I get distracted, I can never go back. I hope it wasn't important. Oh yeah, sausage and mushrooms, great combo. So I ran out of mushrooms yesterday, so I'm just making sausage and you'll see what else. It's such a great combo. I just invented it today. Anyways, I just put my Instapot away. Oh, my sister had one before I even started using mine, and she said it was slightly damp in there, she guesses, and it like had got mold in it when she pulled it out to use it again. So I always store it with my lid upside down so it doesn't seal. Because I don't want no moldy Instapot. I use that not every week, but pretty often. My husband loves rice in there. Me, it depends on how I'm feeling. I'll cook it on the stove or in there. I also can't eat eggs, but my daughter loves eggs, so I got some eggs out for her. Here's my little concoction. I'm making sausage with cabbage. It was the only vegetable, I guess. I don't know what a cabbage is. I'm gonna call it a vegetable. I had in my fridge, you saw I had a tomato for 2 seconds, but it's like 3 weeks old and I decided not to risk biting into it. I'm not a huge tomato fan anyways. I eat them because they're good for you, but I wasn't gonna eat one that was 3 weeks old, so I threw it away. So sausage and cabbage, and then I get some corn tortillas out. Bree is here. I'm just nursing and making funny faces. A little bit of cabbage goes a long way. When you cut it, it just fills a bowl like that. Anyway, so I made sure not to get too much. I cut too much last time I cooked something, and whew, it was full. It was cabbage full. Anyway, so I get some tortillas out, and we make like a burrito thing, a breakfast burrito out of corn tortillas. We ran out of flour tortillas a couple days ago. We need to go grocery shopping. She did a little dance for you. And said cheese again. So I did corn tortillas with cream cheese and cabbage and sausage mixture, and then some cheddar cheese blend. I think it's called a Fiesta blend. I'm a huge fan of getting a chunk of cheese and shredding it. My husband loves the pre-shredded, and I'm almost out of my chunk of cheese, and I thought, for time's sake, Bria had fallen asleep, so I was trying to hurry. Thought for time's sake I would just use the pre-shredded, and this time it actually melts pretty decent. Sometimes the pre-shredded just is not the best melting cheese. So I always, not always, but sometimes I put my hand above the pan when I'm cooking tortillas, mostly. to feel the temperature of the pan. I didn't want Pep to stick her hand in, so I was like explaining, don't touch the pan, just hold it right there and you can feel how hot it is. And she always loves cooking with me. It's a little more difficult and lots more messes, and definitely takes a little more time when you're doing it with a 2-year-old, but it's something fun for her to do, and she's more likely to eat a little bit more, when she helps out. So that's what we make, and she loves it. She's always dancing around. Excuse me, my throat's a little dry. So I got this little spray thing off Amazon for oil. I got a 2-pack because it wasn't very expensive for 2, or it was like very close in price for 1 or 2. So I was like, well, I'll get 2. Well, I really only use avocado oil and coconut oil. And coconut oil is not liquid at room temperature, so I mean, unless it's the heat of summer and you don't have AC on. But so I just have one that I use, and she loves spraying it. Sometimes she can do it, sometimes she needs a little help. But if any of you have these and you think it sprays bad, try lifting your pan up and spraying it where the spray bottle's upright directly. Mine sprays better that way. I don't really care when I'm spraying, but you can just swoosh it around the pans, squish it around the pan, whatever. She really wanted to stir the eggs. She was like, Mom, Peppy, stir eggs. She speaks in third person right now. It's cute. And so I was letting her, I was like, remember, hold on to the pan. I didn't want her knocking it on herself and getting burned. She has touched the edge of a pan before. She climbed up on a chair when I was doing some dishes once a while ago, and I told her it was hot before I had started doing dishes, and she reached over to stir it, and she touched her wrist on the pan. It was so sad. But it wasn't that bad of a burn, thank goodness. And it healed right up. I mean, it was just a little, you could just barely tell it was burned, just a little red mark. So there's the cream cheese. I kept putting it before I flipped the tortilla, so I wiped it off real quick and flipped the tortilla and put it on. So one side wouldn't get too crunchy. Here's Pep's egg one. I don't know how many times a reminder every time she helps me at the stove. I'm like, it's hot, so don't touch it. See, even though I moved the pan, underneath it, it's hot. I don't want her to get burned again. So I think constant reminder is the best way to go. So this spatula that I'm using right now, it is so flimsy. The end of it just flops around. So even though it's a big one, I thought it would work. It just kept bending. So I was like, ugh. I finally got it in on my plate, but I can't touch the plate to the pan because it's foam, so it'll just melt. My husband always gets foam plates when we have something. We had friends over a few weeks ago, so he got some plates because I guess we have like 8 glass plates, but he wants to wash plates when people come over, not me. So he had got foam plates. I'm always like, why don't you get the paper ones? But I don't know if he grew up getting foam plates, so that's what he gets. Excuse me. Ray just fell asleep on me. So I am filling up my water purifier. I have a Berkey water purifier. I always spill water everywhere every time I do it. That time I spilled it on the front and the back and the side. I think I need to use a smaller thing to put it in, to dump into there, but oh well. It fits 2 Vitamix fulls perfectly, so usually in the morning I'll make a smoothie, but this morning I didn't, so when I make my smoothie before I make it, I fill it up usually. So now it's like, at this point it's probably like 4 p.m. and I'm refilling it, and it was practically empty, so I gave up on trying to get water to come out because it was going through the filters at the time. Pep wanted to try some Sprite, and the face she made when she first tried it, I was like, I gotta get it on video, so I tried to get her to do it again, and she didn't. But she knew what I wanted, so she was like, soda. It's fun.